repost that. There we go, there we go. There we go. I muted it, so...
Game better.
You almost said lethal weapon again. I was playing lethal weapon with them. It was Riggs. They were Berta. Oh no. Great. Yep. Yep. Do you want me to mute myself so then... Yeah. Yep. Do you want me to mute myself so that we can be coherent? Jesus, this is supposed to be serious and then you just... Yeah, we're trying to be serious bacons and then my stuff is not muted. It's good.
Oh, okay, yeah. There we go. There we go. To my knowledge while I'm checking. Why is the second desktop audio default? And then it's gonna be the headphones, I guess. Here, try that. Trying to get your audio to be read, but now they can't hear you. How do I unmute you? Oh yeah, unmute yourself on the... Wait, no, how'd you do that? Hello? Trying to fix Hey Boss's mic to where you can hear them talk. We're having technical difficulties, holy balls. I don't know, Pando is stupid. Panda is dumb. What's wrong with the... How come the other one's good? Hold on, let me get my Slime Rancher and check it.
I'm gonna clean up my little area.
Come on, default. Turn that on.
Ow. There we go. So I'll be ready when I stream. So then I have no drinks on my...
I don't need to hear the music twice. They don't want to hear the music twice. That just sounds awful.
Yeah, fair. It's registering that your eyes are working from what I'm seeing, but it, oh, maybe it's just broken for me.
I think I fixed it. Hey. Are you gonna talk? Hey boss. Hey boss. Hey boss. Hey boss, your Discord not working. Hey boss. Boss. Yo boss. Your Discord. Discord not working. Hey. Oh, there you go. God.
Yeah, it's because it did that one thing again with Discord where it kicks me out.
Okay.
So, that's why I said, how do we want to do it?
No, that's fine. Everything's fine. Okay. So,
we're fine. We're
fine.
good. We're good.
Everything's fine. Everything's good. Okay, so, if you guys haven't already read the title. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
So, let's start from the beginning. So, now it's been over about over a year ago. I was streaming before I became a VTuber, okay? Except I was streaming how Hey Boss streams currently, which is only from console, and I was an Xbox console streamer, and all people had was the gameplay and my voice. They had nothing else, no overlay, no images, no nothing. And so, I did that for a while, and then I got chatters, and like, not a lot, just like maybe 2 or 3 max. Not at the same time or anything. And then some of those chatters brought in more people here and there, but not all at the same time. And the couple that were regulars, they were getting a little too obsessed with me, and they got real attached to me, is a good way of phrasing that. And I was nice, and I was still learning the stream world, and I was trying to figure out, well, what should I do? What do I want to represent? What do I want to be? Like, how do I want this to be interactive? I don't want to be that everyone where it's like, oh, chatters are just chatters, or a bunch of other stuff where it's like, oh, my loyal viewers and crap, right? I wanted to be a little bit more engaging and being able to do things with people and so forth. And so I would try to host Chatters Day a couple times a week, where chatters or people in chat can come, or free-for-all is what I used to call them, where everyone can come and play games and stuff, and we could find games where everyone can join in a server easily, like try to maybe do Minecraft. Trove was a popular one we did at the time. And try to maybe do Borderlands maybe later for some people. Well, I did a birthday stream with one of them on Trove, and it was okay. During that time, though, and before that time on previous videos, I found out that I wasn't as me as I was on Xbox as much. I, depending on what I said or did, was a little bit more filtered than I am now, because I obviously have options to mark my things appropriately, so I can be the full, the full everything of me. And so back then I was a little bit more reserved in certain stuff, and wouldn't say certain stuff, because again, there was no way to like tag certain stuff, but I told everyone up front every stream, hey, I'm an adult. I do all this stuff. I am like, a certain age, I talk about this, I do profanity, I curse, whatever, like, hey, heads up. And I would always tell them. Well, during the birthday stream, and a couple other streams, only one other stream before that, actually, I had to think about it, because there's so many, and it was a long time ago. The person I had as a chatter was really consistent in seeing my streams the moment that they were out. And so I thought, oh, and their birthday was the week that a lot of people were coming in, and I thought it'd be really cool or nice to be like, as a little birthday gift, because I didn't know what to do, because I was only streaming on Xbox, I didn't have a whole lot to offer. Hey, Rini! Hey, Rio! Hey, little bro! Hey, Demon Fox! Okay, and so I thought, since I didn't have anything else to offer, that I was like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and offer a chance to play a game with them. And so I said, you really like my Trove plays and everything. How about I invite you live and we can play Trove together and also do a free-for-all. So we did, and I made sure that I was pretty reserved and reduced what type of phrases I usually say, right? And try to keep it pretty PG-13. And cuss and stuff here and there. And I did. And then after that, I just hosted regularly, my every couple snail boys, me over sipping tea and eating popcorn. Hey, snail boy! Okay, so after I did my thing, I then eventually, after a couple of Xbox stuff, I wanted to have Hey Boss, my twin sister, which you all know. And I had her play games with me in a bunch of streams and whatnot. Because originally when I was streaming, Hey Boss was going through a bunch of stuff, but also they weren't available when I was streaming by myself on Xbox, and that's why I streamed solo. But usually I was always playing games or doing something with Hey Boss, but not streaming yet, because I was just getting into the game of streaming on Xbox. And then I got Hey Boss, and the Hey Boss was available, and then when I started doing stuff, people just thought I got Hey Boss out of thin air. They never fully listened to when I would say Hey Boss and be like, oh yeah, my sister, Hey Boss. I'd say it, but no one would pay attention, because they were so hell-bent on paying attention to them, me, or us together, most of the chatters, and so they thought I just pulled Hey Boss out of thin air, or that they were another person, like a different streamer, something I just found or someone I just met and wanted to be close with, and it wasn't, and they didn't realize. And so I explained that, and then after a couple of streams with Hey Boss, one of the chatters, which is the main one we're talking about that we have the issue with, was saying some stuff that made us both upset. And I'm gonna let Hey Boss say that because it happened to, I was there and saw it and witnessed it and heard it, but Hey Boss is the one that had to go through and experience it. So I'm going to let Hey Boss explain that part of the beginning of the story.
Yeah, so at one point we were playing Trove together. There was two other people that were chatters. One of the chatters, though, he was trying to...
The main problem we're talking about today.
Yeah. He was trying to overshadow me like I didn't exist. So, they were over talking. They were trying to make sure when I would talk that they would talk over me. They were trying to act like I didn't exist and I was irrelevant, even though they knew previously that I am Minky's sibling. So they were acting really fucking weird and trying to overshadow whenever I was trying to talk in that stream, whenever I was trying to do something. and then also kind of belittling me.
They would
once in
also,
a while.
like, disregard a suggestion or something I would personally ask, hey, boss, and they'd say, well, I want to do this, or do that, or like, oh, well, why do they get to have a decision? I was like, because I fucking asked them. I didn't ask you, but also, they're my sister, and this stream was, we're playing, and we said we would after a while, let chatters come in and play with us, but it wasn't, and that was the weird thing, that day wasn't one of our free-for-all days either.
Yeah, and it got weirder because behind the scenes they would be trying to contact me on Xbox asking when is Minky live. And after a while, I just blocked them on there. I deleted the messages, blocked them on there because I didn't feel safe or comfortable.
But I didn't know at
And
the
this
time
wasn't
either.
person.
Because this was happening
Yeah.
behind the scenes to Hey Boss personally. So I had no idea, and it wasn't just them either. There was over 5 different people that were personally chatting to find out where I was, or messaging Hey Boss and harassing them and going, well, where is Minky? Or, oh, if I can't have Minky or stream or hang out or listen to them, then I guess I'll have you. And Hey Boss was just like, I'm sorry, excuse me? What?
Yeah, there was like 3 main offenders, but the main 3 out of the 5, especially the main one, is where we're having the problem today, and why we're even making this stream at all. But there was 2 other people that were also wanting to ask me about that, but 2 of them were doxing themselves during our streams. And one of them was really weird and obsessive with Minky. The other was obsessive with both of us, which is the one we're talking about today, is the one that was obsessive with both of us after a while. At first, they were trying to overshadow me and trying to get rid of me, essentially, and become Minky's number 2.
Which they did say. They actually contacted me before we banned them and blocked them on everything that we had. And they did say, well, I can do this and I can do that and I can be your stream regular buddy and blah blah and not just be a chatter anymore. And I said, no, you really can't, because that's my sister. They are my twin sister and I love them. And they're like, well, they're kind of, this and that or whatever. They would bring up quirks that they have, and I was like, listen. I was like, I love them. They're perfect. They're everything I wanted, and I always wanted to build this with them. And I even had old previous videos we would try to record on a very old computer and laptop where we would do Nancy Drew, and this is something we always were passionate about. But I also was like, and also, Hey Boss has autism, asshole, so thanks for being a dick. And just fucking...
Yeah. Are you still there, Minky?
Oh, no, you're...
It cut out.
No, I thought I interrupted you, so I paused.
Oh, no, that's fine. I almost interrupted you, sorry. But yeah, they were really passive-aggressive about a lot of things relating to me during the Trove stream and even after that, where they were trying to talk down to me like I was stupid, even though they didn't know the lore of Fallout. Or not Fallout, I meant to say Borderlands, there we go. Because we were doing Borderlands streams, and they would chime in once in a while and try to talk down to us like we're stupid or being a spoil fairy.
Yeah, and it wasn't even just that. Like, we also, and it wasn't, so, the 5 people started also giving us personal information about them in real life, including not the main one we have a problem with. They gave us all the information, but they did not share their actual in real life profiles. Now, a different chatter that we immediately had to deal with, ban and report, we removed that person immediately. They got so attached to me that they were trying to find out my real life Facebook and said, I want to be friends and want to know you forever type thing, and said, I want to know everything about you. And so I was like, and then they started like getting really hateful and mean in chat and other stuff, and then I was trying to remove them and like, hey, and then we officially got rid of one of them doing that. So I had a couple other people also try to give me their personal information, like actual accounts. This one that we have a problem with currently, they did not give us personal information, because then I had to make the rules and make the chat rules, and we were still learning, and so I added the chat rule, and that's why I changed it now, because we don't have that person in our stuff anymore for the most part, so we didn't have to have that. But originally our chat rules were so lengthy and so descriptive and saying, oh, don't ask this, that's why we don't have people join gameplay anymore, blah blah blah, we don't do this and that, don't go to Hey Boss and DM them after if you can't get a hold of me and whatever, that's creepy. Like, we had to be so descriptive in it, it was disgusting. And so we also did that too, because we just were over it. And after that, even when we had Borderlands stuff, that same person who is the problem would literally go in, because we forgot we had to befriend people. Hey, Dr. Phil. We had to befriend people on Xbox for certain games to host our free-for-all days, and we forgot. And so we still had them in our friends list by accident. And so without permission during Borderlands streams, after they knew, and we had a stream talking about why we were removing everything, which I'll also play a little bit here and there and skip through the video in a second and show you guys, which we did. We made a live video just like we are now, and we did post it to the YouTube for all to see, and it's still there. I have over 200 videos. That is how many videos I have in total. So it's been over 100 videos since this person we had to ban and deal with. That's how long I've done stuff since then, and now it's back up and a problem. But it was ridiculous. And so after that, they joined in Borderlands without permission and started playing and talking. And we were like, whoa, hey now, we did not. We did not consent or agree to this, but also we didn't ask, and we didn't say we wanted people in here necessarily or to play with us or whatever, and it was just supposed to be.
We even said we didn't want anyone in there too, so we're like, this is us.
And so we had to politely, without losing our cool and stream, try to convince them and go, hey, we just really want it to be me and Hey Boss time right now, or something like, hey, this is our, the stream where it's just be us two and blah blah. And they're like, okay, and then they got off, and then we were like, we need to remove everything and find everything and not forget anything. And so then we had to do all that, and that was a headache.
If you hear dogs in the background, I'm sorry. But yeah, it was just really uncomfortable, and I've been vocal about a lot of things. If you watch my streams, I'm vocal about my social anxiety, I don't have much friends, I don't have much anything, in the social categories. So then when people were harassing me behind the scenes, asking me where Minky was, or if, behind my back they were trying to replace me, it felt really aggravating, because I'm very vocal about my mental instabilities and other things like that, because I want it to be known because of shit like this. Because one of the chatters, we believe, the one that was trying to find Minky's Facebook, we believe that they might have been under the spectrum. But that, and I'm going to say this bluntly as a person that is under the spectrum, that does not give you a free fucking pass,
Which, and we did.
Sometimes it does for certain things, but when it comes to harassing people, trying to dox yourself, trying to literally be a part of that person's life, even though they've been vocal and said, no, we just want to be parasocial, but not in the way where it's like too parasocial and too awkward.
Which we did talk to the person and give them a chance, because they were under the spectrum, because Hey Boss and me both were like, well, we need to explain to them why this is not okay or safe, and also inform them, because if they are under the spectrum or don't fully understand or grasp what that means, because they have like a social disconnect or something, we were nice and we gave them an idea and explain to them and talk to them for a bit about it. And when they said that's fucking unacceptable and a bunch of other shit, we're like, okay, so you do understand, but you just want what you want. And so we're like, okay. And so we said no more then, and we did tell them you're done, because we did try to be as fair as possible and as understanding as possible. But we also had to have a stream where we had to explain to people, if people don't want to be safe to others or for themselves, because what if I had to explain to them, what if I was a shitty person? What if I was a shitty streamer? And it's like, oh yeah, give me your personal information. Then I steal or do things to you. And then also use it for content, which I'm not like that. But I was like, what if you don't know everything, or also other stuff, or you don't know what you're getting into, or if you do get into something you don't want? I was like, so And that's why we had to remove a bunch of shit and have our rules, because we're like, if you can't even be safe for your guys' selves, then for us, and to prevent you from doing that to yourself because we care that much, then we just won't have it. And so we did. We're like, if you can't do that, we won't have it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like abrupt either. Me and Hey Boss talked about this for 3 days before we had that stream.
Yeah, we were off and on, even in streams, we were off and on constantly talking about the rules we made. We tried to initiate, hey, look at the rules, especially to those people who were doxing themselves, trying to get into our personal lives and be weird and invasive. But also, some of them were harassing commenters as well. And that's where we draw the line, was when it hit to that point.
Yeah, for the people who were behaving or being good or never like that, and then them to go at them was like, oh, that's a load of shit. Like, for us, personally. That's when we had enough.
Yeah. And it would get to a point, too, where we were like, it would bum us out during stream because we see the chat and stuff, and then we're both just like, oh, okay. And we just didn't want to stream because of it, because of these main offenders that were constantly going against rules, going against themselves, and also trying to harm others. Yeah, because they were trying to get other people, some of them were trying to get other people to dox themselves as well, so then they can talk about their own personal stuff with these people in the chat. And we had to vocalize to say, hey, if you guys want to talk privately, cool.
Yeah, like, go DM each other off here, or off chat, or off stream. Don't fucking do it here. Thanks, Dr. Phil, for the lurk. I see you.
Thank you, thank you. But yeah, we were just done at this point. And we tried to give some of these people, especially 2 of the main offenders, a chance. And one of them is the one that is prompting this video. But we were so done with their shit. And I, after a while, was telling Minky, hey Minky, we really need to shut this down. We need to take a plane and shoot it.
Yeah, we don't need to be nice anymore. We had to actually be not just firm, because we were firm, that didn't work. We were nice and, like, understanding, and then at that point, we just had to go ham and go, yeah, no, this is unacceptable. We were very nice, though. During the video at the time that we made, and I'll play it in a second here a bit and skip parts, because I'm sure you don't want to hear everything, obviously, because if you guys want to see it, you can find it on my YouTube. And it's labeled correctly. But we literally explained the situation, talked about it, said all kinds of stuff in more detail and depth, and we also did not give names. We weren't going to be disrespectful and give out names, and we were not going to, like, just publicly humiliate those people, because again, they could change, they can do stuff, they can grow, they can learn from that. So we were very descriptive, but we never ever
gave
said
out names.
The names. We said genders and everything, including what they identify as and all this other stuff, and said, oh, there's a couple of guys, there are a couple of girls, these are what the girls were leaning towards saying, this is what the guys were leaning towards saying, whatever. And, like, explaining that. And so we did that, and then changed the chat rules and all this other stuff, and then that's when I started to get an all-in-one monitor without a graphics card, obviously, so I had really shitty videos. But I started doing overlays and stuff, and thanks for the follow! Hey! Homeland Security. Welcome in. Welcome to the Banana Fam. Sorry about the spicy, sad story. Stop! This is the police. You're under arrest for being too cute. Now put your hands up where I can hold them. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! It's a popo!
Damn.
It's a popo! Holy shit!
It's the police and not the Sting version.
What if I don't have hands? What if I have monkey hands? What if an alien doesn't hands?
You know?
Yeah. What if I got paws? What about an alien?
What if
they don't have hands because they don't have 10 digits?
Well, if I got like 2.
I got like 2 digits. But
2 digits.
So I got the piece, like a not PC, like an all-in-one monitor, really basic. had overlays without like a model or anything like that. I had like a little character in the bottom of icon, kind of like a logo. That's all I had at the time, right? Oh no, Dr. Phil's putting up his hands. No, Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil's getting arrested in chat. Oh crap.
No.
No, Dr. Phil. But so we had that, and so that's when I was able to start recording my chat box. So then you could see all the videos that the one we're making the video about today literally was in. At the end of the clip I will play, I have 91 screenshots of evidence of this person breaking rules or doing things or just constantly doing shit they shouldn't be doing or upsetting, or that's how consistently there they were in all my streams. Even after the video of us saying, hey, these kind of people saying these kind of things are the problem, and they didn't take the hint, and it got so bad
That they were one of those people.
that I also later, when we explained the story, had to get them soft banned and almost borderline IP banned. It was crazy. So, continuing on with the story, let me turn on a window. We are going to... what the fuck? Actually, can't
Because originally when we were talking about these people, we were being vague, but vague enough that we were hoping that those people that were being the problem would take the fucking hint.
right on.
But they didn't, obviously, especially the main offender that we're talking about today. They did not take the hint. As a matter of fact, they were too unaware of the hint.
I'm going to cover our faces temporarily so everyone can see this video, kind of. Okay.
They can only see my teeth.
So, the video that I have on my YouTube, we were playing Clue NES because it was supposed to be one of our game nights, and then we had to have this important information. So while Clue was playing, we literally talk about this important information and explain to everyone what happened. We also were live and was streaming this to Twitch and then exported it to YouTube. So we were live when we did this as well. So everyone didn't have an excuse to say they didn't see the damn video. So all the chatters that were causing problems actually knew because they were watching it as it was happening. So that also, that also helped us quite a bit.
Yeah.
So we're not going to talk. We're going to skip around in parts of the video just for you guys, temporarily.
Requirement, yeah.
Oh,
There you go.
sorry.
Then I want...
Sorry, we have a long intro.
I
forgot how long our intros are sometimes. Damn. Account a couple of people a day, and they decided to contact Hey Boss on their personal stuff.
Weird person in the background. I
And-
am sorry. Again.
Asked to play with them, and a bunch of other stuff, which was very sad. But Hey Boss, that is their only personal account. Is the Hey
Okay,
Boss
video,
account.
will you play,
So they don't usually
Thank you.
add anyone or anything like that, or strangers, just in case if they are doing stuff in their own spare time or whatnot. But we had... Just for your clarification, at this time, Hey Boss did not have an account yet. Again, they didn't start debuting as a PNG tuber until this year. So at the time, they were still on the fence if they wanted to be like a streamer, be their own person and embodiment. But during this, they still wanted to be like my stream buddy. So in case if I didn't have chat or anything, because I was pretty new, we knew I wouldn't have viewers or nothing, so I wouldn't sound like I'm crazy talking to myself. Hey Boss still wanted to play games with me and have fun, so they would be there, and we would record through Messenger or something so they could hear the audio, like you guys, the chatters and viewers, and so we could still do our normal thing. So that's why in this one, we were also telling them not to personally message Hey Boss, because they were messaging them on their personal stuff, on their personal accounts, because they didn't have their VTuber shit set up yet. Okay, I'll continue. Had a couple of, funny enough, people who were upset about it. Because we had a couple of people who were mad about it, because they thought, oh, well, I thought you were just as good of a person. Sorry, my mic back then was really peaky and old. When you're off the stream, the fact that you don't want to play with me, or it's only during the stream, you can't play with me in your spare time, is a load of crap. And I had a couple of people who were really mad in messages today about it, and I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Especially
like,
when we're trying to host days where people can join games where we say everyone can join, or it's a free-for-all. Or I don't like that people want to use their following or saying, well, I was supporting you, and now you don't even want to play games with just me. I didn't like that.
yeah. It's
I didn't like... Oh!
Huh?
Let me see. I'm not gonna play the whole video because you guys get the gist. This thing was an hour and 11 minutes long. That is how long we talked about it. We took this very seriously. We dedicated a whole stream hour just for that. And there was other stuff and more in depth than what they personally said. And so we were very upset, and I was very upset. And I removed everything, had the chat rules, made everyone read them, etc., whatever, follow rules, changed everything, whatnot. And at that moment in time, I had an actual, like, stream. But also, a little bit after that video is when I made my VTuber and debuted as a VTuber and actually had everything. And so we did all kinds of stuff in streams, and then we didn't have anyone. After that video officially launched, we had no more free-for-alls, we had no more free days, we had no chatters, no nothing. We had nothing, and we had no friends or like collaborators and mutuals in that community at the time. When I debuted as a VTuber, however, I was learning about friends and people and starting to figure out what collabs were in that realm. When that happened, the chatters were like, so when do I get to join? And then I had to like make a new chat that says, you cannot, as the chatters and viewers, unless I know you personally or is a VTuber or mute, you may not join the gameplay because of the past incidents. For safety precautions. And so I had such a lengthy chat rule box, it was ridiculous. And so after a while, we got rid of 4 out of the 5 people that was causing our problems because they took things real far and we nipped it in the butt, and it was all personal stuff, right? And they knew they were in trouble and they were freaked out, and then they went away and we didn't have them since. No big worries there. But the one that we didn't was in every single video I had up until we soft banned them through multiple platforms. Scott Minky, when do I get to join? Do you want to join? Because I actually have a screenshot of evidence later that literally says, Minky, are you okay? As this person's doing shit in the chat. Which is hilarious. Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to get on Discord? Do you want to talk about this chatter? This chatter I have a problem with? Because I'll let you.
Yeah, do you want to talk about the spicy details?
Because you probably know which one it probably is. I know a couple of my mutuals
Yeah, because
do.
I think Scott was there for some of it.
Yeah, they're in chat.
I think Scott and Rio were there for some of it. And I know Annex was also there.
Yeah, Annex was there about it.
So that's 3.
Well, there's more than that, because they took it to a next level. So, after I had collabs and certain stuff was happening...
No, I mean, like, there's 3 people that I know of.
No, I meant there's more when I explained the story for other people. They said, oh, no.
I know.
They said, no. So, no joke. Oh, no, I don't know them. Well, no, like, as in, you don't, like, know them personally, but you know of the chatter and stuff that I briefly said I had a problem about with, is what I mean. You don't actually know them personally or anything like that. So no joke. After I became a VTuber and started collabing, what if it was me? You know, I'm gonna tell you right now, Scott, I have physical evidence of them talking and playing games with me and actually saying who they are and stuff like that on stream. So I promise it's not you. That's how bad they dox themselves, everyone. I kept everything. Because I always say at the end, unintentionally, because every time I stream or do a recording or a video, I say, I'll see you guys in the next stream, this, that, blah, blah, blah. And at the end, I always say, and don't worry, if you missed an episode, I always export it to my YouTube. So they dox themselves. I have over 100 videos and 91 screenshots. 91 screenshots of stuff that I chose to clip, so I wouldn't overdo it. But there's like more than that. Okay, they would stay for over 5 hours every time I streamed consistently. I have receipts. Yeah, I have receipts, okay? I have evidence, because I didn't want people to be like, oh, you're just making waves, or oh, you're saying this, because I thought about posting it on Twitter, but I was like, no, I don't want to post on Twitter, and then no one see it, or that everyone who does see it goes, okay, and oh, this can be interpreted. It's like, no, because I didn't want to be like a simple DM or something, right? I wanted to like show how long and show through the months and show everything physically about this, so people will take it serious. So, no joke. When I become a VTuber and start collabing with people and all this other stuff, the one person who is left, starts spam following all of my collabers, including the ones I'm not mutes with, including the people I only ever collabed with once and never collabed with again. They followed every single one. But the main problem with that was, it wasn't one account. This person, while in my chat, in order to avoid being timed out or banned, made 15 fucking accounts and found a way to log into at least 5 of them all at the same damn time on devices to harass and talk or to over talk in chat. And they would also take all of those accounts or a majority of their favorite accounts and go and spam all my mutuals and everyone I ever collab with all those damn accounts. And I was like, Jesus fucking Christ. And so literally, if we wanted to ban or time them out when we would talk about it or think about me and hey boss, we knew we couldn't fucking fully do it because they would have another one. And there was always another one. And then another one. And then a fucking another one. So we had to wait this out until we could figure out all the fucking names and accounts they ever had all together, including the personal with their real life fucking name in it. And we gathered them all fucking up. And then we waited, and then we fucking banned them all in one go. And and got them soft banned, and then we posted about it, and then we told all our mutuals, and then I had to tell all my regular collabers and friends I had that I usually collab with. I had to tell over 20 fucking VTubers and PNG tubers and give them the list and make personal apologetic fucking letters and DMs to all of them and explain to all of them whatever they wanted to know and why. And then at that same day, that same week when I told one of my mutes, they didn't take it seriously enough, and then that person then later that week started harassing their chat when they were hanging out with one of their friends, and then both of them got harassed in their chat by all the accounts going, well, where's Minky? Why can't I see Minky's stuff? How come I've been blocked? Blah, blah, blah. Do you know what's going on? Can you talk to her? Can you convince them? And then they talked to me and said, hey, they're in my chat. And I go, I fucking warned you. I know. You should get rid of them. But that wasn't the only problem. Before they went into that chat, the main reason why I also had to go underground for a bit was that fucker found a way to get into most of my personal VTuber friends and mutuals Discords, which is where we go and plan our collaborations and hangouts and talk to each other. And they got in their Discords, and there was 5 main Discords they were in, and I was pissed because then I could not talk to my friends or say shit because they were trying to find me or look for me or be a part of something. And then I had to go tell them and go, that's not a VTuber, that is a fucking chatter. They're a viewer and they're not someone that should be trusted, and they are stalking me. And they ask me a bunch of stuff and they harass me. And they harass my chatters and all this other crap, and they're going to do it to you too. And so I was mad. And so I had to do all that. And then yeah, the people got harassed, and then everyone had to go and get that list, and then they got soft banned. Before the soft banned, there was a video where I was making Hey Boss's model for the very first time. And in that stream, we were talking about my e-girl redeem and a bunch of other stuff and my voices and me trying to like do voices and be a voice actor. Well, we were talking about me becoming a VTuber and how I worked really hard and did all the stuff and did the animations, the art, whatever, and really honed in on my craft, and I wanted my sister to have the same thing, right? While we were talking about that, that piece of shit had the fucking audacity to say, I'm going to become a VTuber on my next fucking account, and when I do, I'm gonna fake a girl voice. And I was pissed, and I said, no, 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 and so I blasted them not off stream, and I said, no, you're not. No, I was like, and then like in stream, I ignored them because I was like, I know they did not just fucking say that to someone who's gender neutral, but also streams with over 15 trans people and LGBT community people. I was like, I know that motherfucker did not just say that. And so I was like, I know they did not just say that and then said they're going to get popular and make money off of that and become that just to get somewhere. And to lie and to fake and whatever. And then in other past streams way before that, at the very beginning, I would say what I looked like in real life, what I would have chose if I wasn't minky, the colors I liked, ears, etc. And they said they were going to become a VTuber and have some of those things. And I was like, that's disgusting and icky. No. And so after we got them soft banned, and after all that fucking rebuttal shit, and then breaking all my rules and doing all kinds of shit and saying stuff, and also in stream chat saying where they lived and what state and a bunch of other stuff and saying shit that they weren't supposed to. But also, I kept telling them they couldn't be in there every time we would try to ban them because they were underaged. And I have a screenshot of them saying that they did read the chat rules, and then they fucking ignored it, obviously, because then they continued being there. So they were also underage. They were not old enough to see my shit or watch my streams after I found out their age. They also got their 13-year-old sister involved watching my streams all the time, and I was like, she definitely does not need to be fucking seeing this, but you're not even supposed to be here. And she would watch it in the background while they were on their computer, and I was very, very angry. And so everything went quiet. I had procedures. I went off the grid because I had procedures. Not because because of that, but because I was sick and dying in a molded house and with roommates that were literally causing my health to where I almost died. I was bleeding out. Crazy shit. Whatever. After everything, and it went quiet, and I was off the grid, and I came back. Like, the end of last year to this year, right? I came back. When I came back, my Twitch said, some of these banned accounts no longer exist, got deleted, been updated, whatever. You need to review them. So I clicked review. This week, I clicked review to look at them. I looked at them, and there was one that set me off the fucking map. This piece of shit chatter had the audacity to fucking take the last account he harassed me on and fucking turn it into a VTuber fucking account. Use the same 3D roid models that all of my fucking trans friends and VTuber mutuals fucking use and made a fucking girl VTuber and is trying to go in between a guy and a girl VTuber and fake a girl fucking voice to get popularity and is using any fucking advice I ever gave throughout that 200 videos on my fucking YouTube career. And fucking also made it after my brunette hair in real life, my favorite color blue when I do wear stuff in real life, and also the fox ears I would have fucking had if I didn't choose Minky Justice because the other account I had was a fox account. And I was pissed. And that piece of shit. Also, when I said I'm going to do a really big collab, and when I do, it's going to be a pretty sick thing after I become affiliate, I'm going to do Dead by Daylight, which is how I met Lord Rexworth for the very first time. And that motherfucker on their YouTube said, I just made fucking affiliate. My very first video is Dead by Daylight. I went, you piece of shit. And so they're getting popular off of the me in real life and all the advice I've ever given said what I do in real life. And then on top of that, they have 100 people on Twitch, and I think one of my mutuals said quite a hefty fucking number on YouTube. And they also, in screenshots I took and said, I own or played any game you've ever streamed. And I was like, this is fucking whack. And then now I see this and I'm like, oh my god, they're using all this shit. And I'm pissed, and I'm targeted, and I'm angry, and I'm mad because it's hurting my trans friends. It hurts me. It makes me mad. It's uncomfortable. I'm sick. I'm gross. This was beyond the limit. And if this fucker, and I said, if this piece of shit makes a Twitter and uses it under a different name, right? Because they know they're in trouble with all the other names. They can still use their Twitch account and link it to their Twitter as long as they change the Twitter name to something else. This piece of shit already fucking did. And I just found out yesterday by my trans mutes, who is awesome, and they work hard, and they're my girls, and they just said, Minky, they already have a Twitter now. And I went, the fuck? Because if that guy fucking gets in the Twitter circle of the VTuber community, and if one of my mutuals who doesn't know about them or doesn't understand the situation goes, hey, I'm gonna invite my friend to our hangout, I always go, sure, I always want to meet my mutual's friends, right? Or my friends' friends, because what if they're cool? And the moment I do that, and if it accidentally somehow ends up to be that fucker, if it ends up being that person, I'm gonna blast them. I'm gonna blast them live too. I don't care. I'm gonna tell them straight up, you don't need to be here. You are in so much trouble with me. You have no idea. I'm about to put you in timeout. Like, you know. And so, I found out they had a Twitter, and I was mad because I was like, if they get into the VTuber community and circle, and I have to tell all my friends and this and that not to collab with them and all this other crap, I was like, oh my god. And then my mutuals were like, they have a Twitter. I was like, okay. I said, there has to be a video made then. Nope. And then I saw everything, and I said, nope, we're done. I said, you're done. You're done. When I saw the model and that they did it. Yeah, see, Lil Bro's a friend's friend. And I had a great time. And we played Lethal Company. And they got my back. Right? So, this happens a lot. And so, like, if that fucker pops up, it could happen. And they're a stalker, okay, guys? They are a stalker. They are my stalker. They are a problem. I do not like them. They are under fucking age. They are not allowed to see half of us. Or a good chunk of everyone I talk to. I am telling you that right now. They also use all their accounts to get in. So even if you ban them or fucking time them out, they will spam you and go, what did I do? Why? I don't understand when they do. And they will use all 15 accounts to get in your chat and harass you. But now that they're a VTuber and a content creator, they're using all the shit I ever said or taught people, and they're using it against me, technically. Well, not against me personally, but they will use it on you guys, and they probably will think it'll work. So now I'm real pissed, because that is not why I give people advice or give them shit. Okay, so now they're using that. And they're using me, my in real life personality traits, and using it for popularity. Which is such shit. Because it's not even them. Ugh, I'm disgusted and grossed out. Like, I am mad.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm just mad. I'm just fuming. So go ahead.
Oh, no. When I was debuting, I was playing. Yeah, you drink that milk. But yeah, when I was debuting for the first time for Left 4 Dead,
you won't believe
I'm glad
this shit.
this video doesn't exist anymore.
I'm so fucking glad too. What fucking deleted it? I was pissed.
Not Twitter. I meant to say Twitch. Twitch deleted it, but I'm glad that it did because
I
didn't know until it was halfway to the end of my stream for my first stream ever on the platform. And they were in my chat box. They were texting to my new audience because I had a few people already in my chat already. And they were already trying to chat it up, trying to out me and Minky for them getting banned. And they were spreading misinformation. But since my stream on my phone was still laggy and stuff, it kept cutting out certain things. But then a name I didn't recognize, I sent to Minky that night and I said, hey Minky, because I was reviewing my stream and stuff on my phone at the end of it. Because I still wasn't aware of how to check my stuff on Twitch. So I was like, hey Minky, we got a problem. Do you know who this person is? Because I had a very bad feeling that it was that person that we had issues with.
And then I looked it up in my list and I was
year and a half.
Pissed. So when I saw the screenshot that Hey Boss sent me, I was livid because, no joke, the person literally found a way to where I could not see them in chat, even though I'm fucking moderating chat. I'm their moderator. They found a way to where I could not see them talking in Hey Boss's chat and was talking to Hey Boss. And when Hey Boss was answering questions, I thought they were having their moment because Hey Boss does have schizophrenia. So I thought they were having, you know, a conversation, having a good time with themselves. They were not. They were talking to the fucking piece of shit who I couldn't see because they found a way to where I could not see them after I banned them from my account to not show up in my chat feed even if I'm a moderator. And so Hey Boss could see them because we didn't block that name from Hey Boss's stuff yet. We only banned it. And so literally, this motherfucker was able to still get into Hey Boss's shit on their first debut and talk. And so when I found out, I shut that shit down too. And I was very grateful because then Twitch just came out at that moment in time with the new tab where if you ban and block people, you can also click on the toggle to prevent them from ever seeing your streams or any content on this channel platform. And I said, yes, motherfucking please. So, this person is a boy who lives in Florida. He is a little fucking boy. I will not say his name, and I will not fucking tell you anything else other than that. But I will tell you his accounts, and I will tell you the name he goes by in those, and show you the VTuber shit. So let me first, though, show you my motherfucking screenshots. Fucking piss me off, piece of shit.
Yeah, because I even sent Minky part of what they said in my chat during that stream. Because that was out of the blue and random, and I'm glad that my chat box unintentionally shoved that out-of-pocket statement. Because they were talking normal from what I was reading, but then when I saw a bit where it said, Minky said this and that because they were talking to my other viewer, that's when I started to get red flags, and I was like,
what other viewer? Yeah, they're like, wait a minute.
They were talking to one of my new subscribers at this point for my stuff. So when I saw that they were talking to that person and then they threw Minky's name in there, that's when I was like, wait a minute. Who are you? Who? What? Who?
I don't know if you can see that real well. Let me fucking zoom in. So obviously this was the very start when I had a really crappy overlay. Don't, just ignore that. So this is literally an overlay fucking stream. No joke. I'm literally making an overlay while having an overlay. Ironic. And getting to affiliate. This was even before I was a fucking affiliate. Okay? So I was only at 29 fucking followers. And literally... Oh shit, I went too far. Okay, let me fucking scroll over here and see if you can zoom in and see all that shit. Fucking, okay. Their main account that they used at the time when they first found us was the Skyrim ADV12. And it was like, no, the weirdest collection. That would be weird. Fabric looks nice, blah, 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 whatever. And then they just were there from the get-go. And they're like talking about things that they've tried or haven't tried. Whatever, yada, yada. I was just showing you that they were there for a long time is what I'm saying at the beginning of like my VTuber start off, okay? That's what I'm just showing you this one for. Okay, and this one, it is still that one. Obviously, I was further behind. And then you can clearly see the red is them on how much they talk in one go. And it's like, Jesus Christ, okay? And then it's like, oh, so you're at college level, blah, blah. I'm taking an APS test for college level, and I missed school today. Da da da. We had 4 hours studying. Did this. They missed studying to watch me stream, and I said you shouldn't. And also, you're in high school. What are you doing? And then literally, this is after I became an affiliate, and so no joke. Oh shit. And so I became an affiliate, and I'm making the thing you see here, which is my cafe background. And then talking, whatever. And then, here it is again. You haven't seen my school bag. It takes sometimes 4 minutes to find a book. And I'm like, I already told you. You're not old enough to be in my streams. And then we were doing this. And then they're like talking about audio not working. I'm off to sleep. Literally, I am going to do this, and that. And then like before what this person said achievement, before what they said, up top where it's cut off, they literally said, I'm gonna go to bed now, and they said, until the wind finds me again. And literally, not even 2 to 3 comments later, they said, they're back and saying, by achievement, your computer audio, blah, 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 blah. And I said, I thought you were leaving, going to bed, and I already told you to go. And then, yeah, and then they're talking about all kinds of shit. And then I was talking about someone I looked up to and liked as a VTuber in the corner. And then literally, they talk about Kingdom Hearts, right? And I am talking about Kingdom Hearts and saying how I love it and that's something I wanted to stream. And then they were talking about it. And then I was like, all right. And then it says, I took a big hiatus from streams at the beginning of April. I moved. And it's like we weren't even talking about them at this moment. We were literally talking about someone's art stream in the corner of this video here. And they're talking about themselves and their streaming and achievements and stuff like that. And I was like, no one's talking to you. And then they kept going. I take like 4-month breaks and blah, blah, blah from streaming every year, and I hate it. Even though the person they're talking to in chat says, no, I meant watching streams. They're talking about watching my stream. And then they literally kept going about talking about themselves. So that was another rule. So they were underage. They talked and promoted themselves. Even though they kept saying they weren't an official streamer, and every time you went to their account back then, it says, I only play games for fun. And it was a load of shit. And so they're like, should I play Kingdom Hearts? Blah, blah, blah. At least help other viewers and blah, blah, and promote YouTube channel with a playlist of videos that I played with you in. And then they were like, you know, oh, what about the ones I played with you in for free days? You know, you should make a playlist for me. It's like, no. 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 And that was after the Clue video, too. Because the Clue video was before I VTuber debuted. And I said, no. I'm not doing shit for anyone that I don't know. Because you guys can't be safe and you're going to get attached to me. You're getting attached. And then, boom. Literally, a different stream. They were like, oh, believe in an hour difference. I want to know your exact time zone, blah, blah. And then they said, hey, will you let me know when it's been an hour? I believe is the time difference of our time zones, right? True, right? And they're like, and then someone literally said, what are you afraid of, dog? You in the closet? And like asking stuff. And they're like, what up, dogs? And they said, I don't know why, but my notifications never go off when you're live. And I said, I know. It's because I banned and timed you out. You're not even supposed to be in here. That's why you don't get my notifications. Because I was banning you. That's why you didn't get my notification when I was live. Duh. And then they ignored that and kept going. And then they're like, I also couldn't understand. And I was like, you weren't supposed to be here. There's nothing to understand. And then they kept going and they kept talking. This is a different stream. And here it is. Here's the evidence. Skyrim and then Sky Does Things is the same person. They're both logged into their phone and their computer here. And they're having a conversation to themselves and trying to talk about all the shit that they want just so they can get my fucking attention. And then boom. Here it is. Probably should make another new one, as the last one was Christmas theme, and they're talking about themselves and going, should I do Minecraft? Should I stream Minecraft? Blah, 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 and trying to message us. And we're like, no. And then, boom, they're like talking about cheats and inventory and like making fun of me, which is cut off up top here about my Christmas series. And they said, I will be back in a minute. And it says, boom, I'm back. Because they have 2 accounts logged in. And now they're continuing as Sky Does Things. And it says, my friend accidentally invited me to a party on Xbox. I'm like, okay, I don't give a fuck. And they're like, I don't have anything really to do right now. And I was like, I still don't give a fuck. And they're like, and they were playing stuff that I don't currently have. And I go, and is that my problem? And then they still talk, and they're like, blah, 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 and it's cut off. And then it says, I will be back in a minute. And it says, boom, I'm back. And it's like, Jesus Christ. And this says, my friend accidentally invited me to a party on Xbox again. I was like, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And then they repeated what they said again. And then I was like, I don't care. And it says, the chicken is cute, blah, blah. And it says, I might play a game while watching. I go, then do that. And then...
Yeah, we were both playing Minecraft together when this was happening, so we were both like, yeah, just go do it then. What are you doing here, dude?
And
like,
then,
we weren't being big.
We were just
still.
like, do it. Like, I don't, why are you here? And then boom, they said, what game should I play? They're like, what should I play? What game should I do? And I was like, I don't fucking know. You keep talking about Minecraft while we're doing Minecraft. I don't know, just go away. And then they're like, okay. And then they're like, I have almost every game you ever streamed. Boom, right there. It sometimes doesn't show up. Okay, I'm gonna go play Minecraft. And I was like, you are obsessed with me. And then boom.
You're being fucking weird.
They're like,
dog.
I'm building a pink house. The Ender Dragon. Click IB as it is a tool. Click IB. And they're like yelling at me to click IB. And I'm like, bitch, I'm on a controller. I'm not on a controller. I'm using an Elgato to stream the Xbox to my PC, you idiot. I'm on controller. And they're like, click IB, click this. And it's like, mind your business. Don't tell me how to fucking play my game. And they kept doing it. And then they're like, yeah, Minecraft, I almost finished loading, blah, blah. And now what survival base do I make? What should I make? I'm like, I don't care. And they're like, I built like full-blown castle walls before. And it's like, okay. And they're like, to be fair, I make machines to do all the work for me. And I'm like, bro, I'm literally trying to mine a tree.
Yeah, we're just trying to play Minecraft.
I'm literally mining a tree, and I was like, bro, I'm just trying to learn about this cute texture, this texture Minecraft I'm in. I don't care. And then they kept going, and then boom, they literally, and then that's the one that pissed me off, that went back to the VTuber thing where they were doing that and constantly obsessed with me and being a girl and misgendering me and all this other shit here and there. And they were like, why did I make my Minecraft skin a cute girl? And I was like, oh my god. And then they logged into their other account, the Skyrim ADV12, that says yes. And it's like, shut up. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
Quit being weird.
Yeah,
and then here's the other one. Here's the Sky Plays Jensen. And then boom, they start playing rock paper scissors. They're trying to get engaged with Hey Boss, even though they shit all over Hey Boss in the stream. And then literally they start playing rock paper scissors with themselves, with the Skyrim ADV and the Skyrim Plays Jensen. And then the Sky Does Things. 3 accounts. There are 3 accounts here that they're logged in all at the same damn time, right now, in this fucking screenshot. And I'm like, ooh. And then it says, what's going on? I'm confused. It says, I will be back in 5 minutes, as they are logged into 3 different accounts. And then boom, they're like, up top where it's cut off again, it says, I'm back, blah, blah. That's up to you. I think I heard this song before, rock, paper, scissors. And they were going back to rock, paper, scissors. And then they're trying to tell me how the algorithm works. And I was like, and at this moment in time, I looked at their profile, because I was like, do they even know how the algorithm works? And literally, this little shit, at the time, never posted or kept their VODs or their previous Twitch streams up on their Twitch until they expired, so they had no videos. And I was like, you're trying to tell me how the algorithm works, and yet you have nothing to raise your algorithm or improve you, but you also keep saying in all your bios at the time, I just play games to have fun. And I was like, but yet you're trying to, what is your deal? And so, next one, oh, too far. Okay, so fucking rock, paper, scissors, stupid. And the next one, fucking on estimate, how much slime do you have, Hey Boss? And then they were trying to actually ask Hey Boss things, because then they're like, oh shit, because I told them don't fucking treat Hey Boss like that. And they're like, oh, and then they try to ask personal stuff to Hey Boss. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then they said it again, I will be right back. And then they asked the same shit to Hey Boss again. And then they said either or, and then they said good job on the cafe. And then it says, as their second account, welcome back to themselves. And then boom, they said, but you're one of the most smartest person I watch on the internet. And then they said, hey boss. And then I was like, shut up. And then they said, blah, 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 flip the banana, whatever, normal stuff. And then it says, maybe we're all the problem. I was like, no, it's just you.
Yeah. It got the schizophrenia levels, and that's even for me.
And they have schizophrenia, so that, yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, I know that's calling the kettle black here, but
But they don't, because we have, like, talked about stuff when they would, like, talk in previous streams or whatever about mental health, and they don't have any of that. So they don't have that,
yeah,
and they're not on the spectrum. But yeah,
weird.
no. Yeah. Again, I assume they're doing this all in order and doing it like this because, again, they're attention seeking. Because, again, they think they're my number one fan bullshit, or, oh, they're obsessed with me, or they're like, oh, I want to be with Minky, or be just like Minky. And then they talked about the games. And then they're asking Hey Boss what certain things mean, and whatever, and then fucking just, in a different account, Sky Does Things, fucking annoying, and then they're back to a different account, oh, fucking stupid. And then boom, like we were talking about, you know, being gay, story of gay people, someone, oh, Lily, yeah, Lily, I love Lily, Lily the bunny, my little bunny. Lily was talking about gay people and the story of gay people and, like, trying to promote, you know, like, LGBT and whatever. And then Sky says, I wouldn't say only one like that. And I was like, shut the fuck up. And then they talk about their YouTube. They go, on my second YouTube, I'm trying to learn, and this is where it pissed me off, how to sound like an anime girl. And this was when they started, like, getting into my voice and everything that I do, and that they want to do it. And they do. They go, I just want to do it. And I'm like, why? And I started questioning, why do you want to do that? What purpose do you have to do that? What would be your fucking intention if you do that? And then...
Yeah, that's where it got very weird. Even for me.
And all this other stuff. And then, look, here's the proof. I know what Kingdom Hearts is, but I was going to start playing it next month. After we already said we were going to probably start playing it and stream it. I was like, you need to leave me alone. And then, literally, they kept talking about it and whatever. And then they said, because Kingdom Hearts is a mix of one of my favorite series in Disney's. And I went, no, it's not. No, it's not. I have a screenshot of this bitch literally saying they've never played Kingdom Hearts before. I literally showed it to you on this stream right now, ladies and gentlemen.
They even like Disney at one point.
Yeah, and they even said I don't care for Disney in a different stream, but I didn't take that screenshot. But I showed you that one. See, they just lied. They just lied. They just said because Kingdom Hearts is a mix of my favorite series in Disney. Even though in a couple of screenshots I just showed you, they said I've never played Kingdom Hearts, and I was like, okay, motherfucker. And then they kept doing this, and then whatever, and they said, I'm gonna be back in a second. My phone's almost dead, and then boom, they're on a different account. They go back on my third account. Even they know that, and there's proof. Back on my third account. They are all these same people. All these accounts that I'm showing you are all the same fucking people. And then he's on this one. And then blah, blah, blah. And then it's illegal in Florida, I'm pretty sure. Which he said multiple times in my streams. He is from Florida. It's been very hot lately. I make sure I wear this and blah, blah at my local high school on it. And they said I'm almost a legal adult after I said you cannot be here.
Yeah.
And
very
then
satisfied.
They said I need to continue my second and third channel. Truth be told, I've been lazy. And I go, why the fuck are you talking about yourself? And then boom.
Yeah, it's like it's fucking.
They're like, I heard both of you, blah, blah, whatever. And then it's like, I haven't done anything in 3 months on my second, and haven't done anything since last November on my third. And I was like, I don't care. And then they kept going. And then...
Yeah, the attention seeking just kept going, and even I, after a while, during some of these streams, were just, like, mute. So I would just put random stuff in there to try to cut his talking down.
And then they kept talking about what they do have in Florida and, like, giving specifics, and I was like, stop talking. And then on top of that, they were like, how dare... I don't know, we were talking about gaslighting, and they were like, how dare they gaslight you? And I was like... You're trying to gaslight me. You're trying to gaslight me live. You're trying to gaslight me in my own fucking stream.
Yeah, just being a hypocrite at that point, and we're just like, okay.
And then boom, here it is. From being in your chat since November, that is accurate. You guys do say some weird stuff. You guys are cool though. I mean, you can be both. Blah, blah, blah. I've been watching podcasts for school. I like overworking myself in video games, blah, blah. Stop making out in my closet. Just stupid shit. And I was like, yeah. I was like, you should not have been here since November. We've been telling you you're not old enough since November. And so I
you shouldn't have been here, period.
And
so
that phrase alone that's accurate. You guys do say some weird stuff. I know, that's why I label my shit saying you have to be a certain age to hear the weird shit I say. So why the fuck are you in here? I was agitated. And then Frozen, my guy, was in here, and he was like, what did I do? I don't understand. Like, he was so confused by this guy. It's just, and then they were talking about hiding in closet, I don't know, and just stupid things. And then boom, it says, and then it says, I'm going to be back in a minute. It says, I am back. I are back. I are back. It's only 4. I already forgot 2 account passwords. And that's when they told us they had 2 more new ones they were making at that moment in time. At this moment in time, altogether, the ones that they kept using and the other ones they were using, we are now at 6 accounts that they used in my chat. And then boom, Here's the one with their real fucking name. And I'm not saying it because I said I wouldn't say their real name. It says, I decided to go to my last alternative account. Boom. That name right here where my mouse cursor is waving drastically. That is their real name. They gave their real motherfucking name in my chat. And I export all my videos. That motherfucker screwed himself. Right fucking there. Right there. I decided to go to my very last alternate account because that's their very first account. I am circling it with the mouse. This piece of shit. So not only do I know where they live, not only do I know their age, not only do I know that they have a young sister of the age of 13, but now I know their fucking name, and I know all their accounts at this moment in time. But remember, there's 15, or there was. There's not now because some of them got deleted because, again, they got soft banned and Twitch said, you have too many accounts, and enough people actually reported you, there's a problem. So, continuing on. Right fucking there. No, it just keeps pointing at it. Right fucking there. Okay, continuing on. Using their real name, I decided to go last, blah blah blah. I would roleplay as Bill from accounting, which is what I was talking about, whatever shit. It's a Naruto joke reference of a parody. Anyway, they said I need to change the name of this account because I kind of regret it because it says right here, it is my in real life name. So not only did they fuck themselves, they confirmed their in real life name. Moving on. I just keeps going.
As we're just at the very awkward moving on.
And then they tell Jilly Boyo is like Sky, period. They go, yes, I am Sky. So is Skylar, and so is the other Sky. Then they had to explain to some of my chatters that they are all the same people, which is confirming and proving my evidence. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, you saw it here and read it and heard it by my voice. These are all the same goddamn person, of course, except for Jilly Boyo, because he's saying what the fuck.
Yeah, our chatters were starting to get very confused to
and
the point
agitated.
that this person had to explain themselves, but they got some of the chatters at one point even were like, why do you have so many accounts?
Yeah, and they were
Why
getting
are you
upset.
doing
And that was another thing.
Because-
For my mutuals, they would constantly have to say, thank you, Skyrim ADV, thank you, Sky does things, thank you, blah, blah. I said, don't say thank you anymore. If it has the word Sky in it like that, ignore it. That's all the same person, all of their accounts. And they would go,
and
why?
they would confirm it.
And I go, don't worry
Yeah.
about it, but I'll tell you later. But fucking remove it later, buddy. I'm gonna try to need damn you, okay, right? And so, continuing on. Go ahead what you were saying. I'm just gonna scroll.
Yeah, but some of these people that were questioning this person, this person was getting hostile with them in the comments, saying, why do I have to not have so many accounts? And they're like, why do you need this much? What
And
are
you don't
doing?
use them either. All of them.
Yeah, so it's really weird. And one of them was even trying to talk to this person like a normal person, and he would get angry at them
And he would
harass them.
and he
in
would
the
get
comments.
shitty to them, and I'd be like, and he'd be like, okay, and I was like, shut the fuck.
And he was getting passive aggressive with every person that was not either me
On their
or me in the
side.
chat, but even
Yeah.
me.
Fucking stupid.
So it was so weird. And when I was reading the chat when they would be in multiple accounts, I was like, who the fuck are these people?
Yeah, because Hey Boss at the time, again, they didn't have their own accounts, so they were my moderator, which they still are.
Yeah, so I was so confused. Yeah, so like, I was reading the whole chat, I was like, who the fuck are these people? And they confirmed to me in chat that, oh no, this is just me. I was like, why? Why are you in 5 different accounts right now, bro? What are you doing? Because this is before I realized that they're all the same person. So I was just talking to them like, okay, whatever, this is multiple people, whatever. Don't care. You know, because like, oh, they're being weird, they're talking about closets, or like being super strange and obscure. And I'm like, okay, you're being extra sus, so I'm gonna keep my eyes on you, but I'm also, no, ew.
That.
So then when they admitted that that's them, just in a different profile, that's when I went, okay, we got a problem. My brain immediately was like, okay, we got a problem with you. and I'm a schizophrenic. This screams schizophrenia, but you don't have that, and I
So
know
what the
you
fuck
don't.
is your
because
game?
You
What's your
said
angle?
that yeah, that. So I was like, okay, what's your problem? We got beef now. We got personal beef because this is fucking with me, the person with the schizophrenia. Because I'm thinking that this is multiple people, but no, they're all the same person. So I'm just like, bro, stop. What are you doing?
The main thing they would always say
Get a
too
grip.
was when they would leave, their catchphrase was, "Oh, I will see you the next time the wind blows me your way." But every time they do that, 5 minutes later they'd be like, "I'm back," or "I'm here." I'm not kidding.
Yeah, in a different account or the same account. Yeah, so it was super weird. They would try to have like weird catchphrases when they would leave, anything with sky in it. Just so then they could be like
Extra.
a weird recurring character.
It's
yeah,
because of the
and
catchphrases we
obvious-
had, so they were like, "Oh, I need a catchphrase." It's like, you're not even with us as a streamer and this and that.
You're a
You're
chatter.
not.
Why do
You're
you
not.
need that?
I'm like, if my chatters want to have a catchphrase and be cool and unique too, sure, go for it. But it was just annoying because it's like, so why are you doing it? But also, why are you complaining when other people thought, oh, all the chatters get to have one too? And then they started jumping on the bandwagon, and I was like, cool, guys. And then they like shit it all over those people, and I was like, so why the fuck do you get to be special?
Yeah, that. But it's also like, unlike those people, they leave when they say that they're leaving with their catchphrase.
He'd be back
didn't.
every 5 minutes.
Come back like either at 5 minutes or 30 minutes is the longest he'll be gone, and
Yeah.
then he'll be back, and we're just like,
Why are you back?
I thought you were going to bed.
Yeah,
and then he was like, oh well, you know, and we're just like, get the fuck out.
It'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning.
I
It'd be
almost
like, go away.
bluntly said that. Yeah, like, we're just trying to have a chill time, and at one point he would pop up and be like, huh, I'm back, and I almost said bluntly, get the fuck out. Leave.
Speaking
You're not welcomed here.
Speaking of
Because
which,
that's how
we were
draining this person was.
that. Like, even in this screenshot, we're playing Don't Starve together, and he's talking about Marcy and talking about Animal Crossing and, like, what he wants to do or what he's doing. And I was like, we're not even talking about Animal Crossing, or we're talking about Don't Starve, and we're trying to survive, and you're trying to talk about what you're doing. And it's like, I want to know what people are up to and doing, sure, but I don't want them to constantly talk to me about the gameplay that they're doing if it's not relevant, or if they're, like, trying to get other people going, I'm thinking about streaming in a second. And that's what he'd do.
Yeah, and it was weirder because it's like, we weren't even paying attention to chat because we were obviously playing Don't Starve. But he would just keep going and going and going during that whole stream, and we both just ignored him after a while.
So,
because of how draining
I think.
he kept going.
I know that they finished a boss, though. They were doing a boss battle.
But, like, we don't mind when people talk about their stuff and whatever, and they ask us one question every once in a while
stuff
about what
their
doing.
day, sure. But now if they're going to also go, by the way, I'm also streaming this, or by the way,
yeah,
unless they're
or
a friend or mutual, and then
they
they go, you want to see, or they go, hey, you want to join? I was like, oh, I'm listening, you know. But like,
they weren't.
They were
chill with it.
self-promoting.
That's the issue.
Yeah, they weren't chill about it or nice, and they were self-promoting. Also, look, here's the proof. It says, okay, I finished reading the rules. And I was like, uh-huh. And it says, welcome in, Azaius. And Azaius was like one of my mutuals and someone I would hang out all the time, even off stream with. And then they were like, blah, 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 blah. And I said, why are you greeting them? I said, hey, boss was trying to greet them. You're not my fucking moderator. Why are you greeting people like that in chat and taking over my chat?
Yeah, they would do that a lot, where new people come in and then they're automatically acting like a moderator, so I'm just sitting there awkward like, the fuck, hello?
But the main thing is
Who
right
are
here.
you?
Okay, I finished reading the rules. I go, then why are you still here? Because the rule says you have to be this age to see.
You have to be 18 plus, and they were not. So we're just both like, okay, you read it, but clearly you skimmed it.
And then here's
or you didn't
here's a
follow your
good
line.
example of them talking over hey boss. Hey yo, how to do it, blah blah, hello, doesn't sound pleasant, whatever. And then it says, if she doesn't, I can remind you and do things and do your audio files and whatever. Right here in this screenshot. And I went, I don't need you to remind me. Hey boss is moderating. Literally right there it says, hey boss 14, yo, how it do? Yo, I got this. And then they literally said, if she doesn't, I can. I'm like, I don't need I have a moderator. Thanks. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, that was like, I almost started getting frustrated when I heard Minky reading that out. And I was like, I almost said, excuse the fuck out of you.
And this is a Left 4 Dead
Who are you?
episode, by the way. Like, these are many different games. They're in all of them. This is not even all of them. This is only 25 videos that I skimmed through and found and took all these screenshots from. Okay, so this is not even all of them.
Yeah.
There's probably 100, because there's 200 videos. So at least 100 of them, they're in there, and then the other 100 is after we ban them or remove them for a bit.
Yeah, then, so they were there almost all the time in our streams. And then, it would get very annoying.
And that was another thing. There was a chatter. It cut off here. Sorry. But above there where it's cut off, they even say, they, as in me and Hey Boss, were talking about it a lot last stream. I think it was almost like 5-minute conversation, blah, blah. And they were like talking about in different cities and other people's groups and whatever and like important stuff. And they literally were telling that chatter that, you know, like they were making fun of them for misremembering something we said. And then they said that. They talk about a lot during their last stream. I think it was almost like 5-minute conversation, blah, blah. And they like made them feel bad about it. And I was like, okay.
Yeah, like, it's really weird that they would pick apart what I would say and then make me feel bad for saying things. It's like, okay, cool, that's nice. That makes my depression better, buddy. Fuck you. How about that? On a blunt note. Because I got memory issues out the ass. And if I'm that distracted, my brain loops unintentionally.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, Alex got guns. Sky's got guns. Let's go. They're gonna pew, 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 pew.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Love you guys.
And here's proof right here. They're telling me in my own stream right here, it says, I think a tank might spawn outside. Surprise, the tank did not spawn. As on normal, a tank should spawn on the way to where you are at. It's like, don't tell me how the game works, but also that's not every time.
It's
auto-generated. That's the whole point of it. That's why it's fun. If it was the same time every time, people wouldn't play it, because then they'd be like, it's a one-and-done situation.
Yeah. That's why it's like, this is a game. That's how Left 4 Dead works. You can't just, you know... That's how any game like this works. Like, think about COD Zombies. If it was all the same thing, then no one would play it. Or it's like, even in like, certain like, you know, sandbox games are similar to like Left 4 Dead or like COD. They're all the same thing, but there's different things that happen because that's what keeps a game engaging. So the fact that they were trying to keep telling us where the tank was, and it's like, I know I don't read chat, but Minky does. And they would have told me by now.
Yeah.
You know?
Because Hey Boss doesn't like having audio on because of their schizophrenia and the noises and certain stuff. Certain stuff can trigger, and, you know, they don't want to deal with it. So they keep closed captions on, but sometimes they don't read it if there's a lot of action going on in the herd and, like, a special infected is hitting their face. Like, I'll tell them, and I'll listen to the noises and give them the cues if there's a tank or something, because I have really good hearing to an extent. Which is ironic, because even this guy, literally... I didn't answer him, so he started logging into Skylar plays Z Jensen or whatever, and literally started talking in that account just to get a rise out of me. And I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, at one point, if I remember correctly, at one point, we were gonna stream, and they had 7 different accounts already logged in.
Yeah.
In a chat, and we're just like, what the fuck?
And then that's when we found out there was 8 accounts, because remember... The last couple of screenshots a while ago we showed you, we were only at 6, so now we're at fucking 8. And I didn't take a screenshot of all of those because, again, the list is so long that I was just like, I'm just gonna... the list is on my Twitter. I made a post about this and gave all the list of names, including the ones that are deleted and removed. So, I mean, again, on my Twitter. Go on my Twitter. Look at previous things. There is a list. I posted it publicly a long time ago because I said we need to get this person soft banned. And this is before they now are a VTuber and pulling this shit. Right? Because again, I had a stalker. Didn't like it and they were overdoing shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then even right here, I'm playing Phasmo, and they're telling me what's cross-platform, blah, 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 whatever, not dead, he could kill you though, blah, blah. It's like, I'm not asking you in Phasmo how it works, I'm asking the person I am collabing with. And then and then they're like, oh, I could probably show up for a bit, even though I should be at school. They missed school to watch my stream.
Yeah,
This
and then they were
is
trying
a problem.
Yeah, but they were also wanting to, I think in some parts of this, I was moderating, but I was also playing Ark at the same time.
Yeah, you were.
So they were even wanting to join that, and I was like, I'm not having you join me and my humans
in real life
stuff.
game. And again, remember at this time, Hey Boss was not streaming yet or anything, so this is their personal account that they were messaging them, DMing, including on Xbox, and we're like, stop it, go away.
Yeah. And then there's another one. There's the other Sky account that they just had.
And then they were telling Lycos, and they're like, she is crouching. It's like, Sky? Oh, here's the other one. Sky, God of Winds.
And this is where
here's the other
wind
account.
Bullshit. Yeah, they literally made their catchphrase partly into their other account.
Love you, Senpai. That's right, take notes. These are important. But again, on my Twitter, there's a list, so if you need to ban them and remove them and make sure they can't see your content so they don't do this shit to you, again, it's on my Twitter. I give the list, including the ones that have been deleted and old, just in case they come up. But no, they're literally telling Lycos in this fucking screenshot that I'm crouching. I'm sorry, asshole. They can see there's a screen. I'm in the game. They can see I'm crouching. They're watching the stream. I'm sorry. Do you not think Lycos cannot see? Do you think he's in chat, right? He's in chat. He's literally saying, how's the ghost acting? And it says, he literally says, where are the clues? He goes, how's the ghost been acting? And then literally, this idiot says, she is crouching. It's like, they know I'm crouching. That's not what they asked. They asked what the fucking ghost is doing. The ghost isn't crouching. The ghost is down the stairs about to fucking get me in this fucking screenshot.
Yeah, so it's like they're just saying shit at this point. And I was even still reading the stream at this point. I was just like, I almost said something, but I was like, you know what? Yeah, I was gonna be like, bro, what?
Cheating on Alex. Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah, and this is where we were doing Goose Goose Duck together, right?
Here's
no, that was the other one.
Well, you were there for it because you're moderating, because Annex is here too. There's Annex. There's my bestie and my DM master. But no joke, literally, someone was talking about stuff and whatever was it like and whatever. But then they said, but you can add roles to it and blah, blah. And they were talking over me, and I was already explaining to this person in chat what the game is, and they're talking for me. And I was like, stop spamming my chat so I can read what they said, because now you're fucking spamming 3 messages back to back, and now I just skipped over Lex in this fucking box. Fucking drive me nuts. And I was like, this piece of shit.
Yeah.
Here's back to Don't Starve, a different fucking stream. Fucking gosh. And then literally, here, this whole box is only them. They stayed throughout this whole stream and were the only ones talking because no one else in chat wanted to talk, and because of this shit. And so literally, they're like, Terraria and blah, blah, and you should do Don't Starve collab, blah, blah. You may want to kill it. It might be called Krampus. And they were telling me everything I didn't want in backseating, which is another rule they just broke. They're backseating and telling me how to play the game and telling me what the game is, and I was not asking them, and I did not say I wanted information.
And what's worse is we made that backseating rule because of them.
Yeah.
They were the reason why we had the backseating rule.
So then
because we're like, okay, this person keeps doing this.
And so then we had to extend the chat rule list again because they didn't want to listen. And then other people were jumping the bandwagon. And then they were figuring out how to blood disorder, blah, 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 whatever, synonyms, asthma, crap, and like constantly wanting to know everything about my life history and asking a million things and asking, blah, 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 oh, but it's fine.
Yeah, they were trying to downplay mental illnesses as well during some of these streams, and that's where I almost
And right here, they were telling Ringo, someone I hanged out with and streamed regularly, they would literally say, blah, blah, you should do a Terraria, and blah, blah, don't start together, and whatever, and like telling them what we should do together. And I was like, you're not a part of this conversation. Stop talking.
Yeah, you're not here. You're just a commenter. Please leave.
And then they go back to backseat and tell me how many days in a season, whatever, and deer clops attack you at fire, blah, blah. you haven't, resumed Abigail yet. Probably should make a fire. Hey, you should go over there soon. Blah, blah. There's hunger. Different benches. You need to do this. And it's like, stop talking.
Stop trying to backseat and tell us what to do. Just
and
get out
then
of
they
here.
talk about, you did both die, so technically you did make it fair, blah, blah. It's like, shut the fuck up. Thanks for reminding me. And then we went on to playing Tamagotchi Life. And then they literally talk about shit and whatever, and they're talking about not in Florida. It's like, don't tell people where you are.
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
Stupid. And then they said, you're not
point,
awkward, it's just how you usually are. And they're talking about Hey Boss, but the reason why Hey Boss is being awkward is because they're there and they're in there. And they said something about come back Minky. And it's like, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah, I was just trying to talk to them because I knew Minky didn't want to, so I was like, you know what, I'll just be the devil's advocate and talk to this person, so then they'll leave us alone.
Oh, and
no, they kept talking.
Boom, here's another one. Centauri, I love her. I think now she's changed now because she's doing another model debut, but she was a PNG tuber at the time. She was super cool and I like her and I still talk to her. But she fucking raided me and he even is like, welcome back, Miki, blah blah, and literally saying welcome raiders, this and that, and not this is what the game is, not cringe, blah blah. It was good. It's like, why are you talking to my raiders and my fucking person who is telling me what game they're about to play or what they just got done playing and raided? I was like, why are you greeting them? You are not the moderator. The moderator is in the stream talking live. Why are you in here? And so it confused Centauri because she was like, oh, and I was like, that's not my moderator. Ignore them. Ignore them. They're just a chatter. Okay,
that's
ignore
them. Person. Yeah.
They don't count. Hey Boss is literally talking.
We have to say that bluntly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, we're playing Roblox here, and they're talking about Minecraft again. And it's like, I was like, we're not even talking about, we're in Minecraft. Like, you're in Minecraft, sure, whatever, I don't care.
And also,
we're in fucking Roblox. Right here.
And they're still also trying to correct us as well about, yeah. They were still trying to correct Minky as well, because they're like, oh, I'm a king and stuff. And we were joking, like, oh, I don't think there was much kings. And they're like, actually, there was. It's like, no, there wasn't.
It's like, don't fucking tell me. This bitch is still in school and hasn't graduated yet. And I was like, don't tell me I graduated. Yeah. Go away. And then here's the proof. Here's Ska. Literally, boom, 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 boom. And then Ska says like, Minky, are you okay? And they're like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
And even Ska, my boy, my man, he's like, Minky, are you okay? It's like, no, I'm not. Look at my VTuber face. It matches the model of my face. Look at my VTuber. That's me reading Ska's message, by the way. Bruh.
Just dead, soulless, and like,
unamused. Minky is not okay. Ska is like, Minky is not okay. I'm not okay. This is my not okay.
Yeah, this is also my face in real life. When we were reading that, we're just both like, just soulless at that point, because that's what it felt like. We were just both like, we're just trying to play Roblox. We're trying to fuck around and have fun. This is when we first found Fantasia, the game, before we had other people playing it. So we were just fucking around, dude. And
just so much,
you know, they would just keep talking. And they would just...
Yeah, and they're just telling us about keens and female keens. It's like, I already know.
Still Minecraft and still
and
trying
now they're
to,
still
like...
talking about, yeah.
Just other stuff. And trying to, like, make us feel bad about it. And also, they were trying to correct us. And it's like, dude...
This is
no
Roblox.
one cares.
I mean, I'm a keen and I'm trying to get ladies and I'm trying to psych people out on Roblox. Yeah. Do you think I give a fuck right now?
We're just trying to fuck around and you just keep trying to correct us and trying to school us. Like, we're older than you.
And then boom, another proof that they should not be here. I am sure there are weirder streams you've uploaded and they go, remember to save this. I go, oh, I will. And now it's used as proof against them. But like, I was like, that's why you're not supposed to be here. And then boom, here's the proof.
We say a lot of...
Poor Argent Maid,
Yeah.
I had to message them. It literally says, I followed you, Argent, on my second account too. And they said, fair enough. And they go, as I'm currently on my phone and my alternate's on my laptop, and the other ones are like, oof. Even Argent Maid was like, oof. And like, why? Why?
Yeah, they were just kind of like huh.
So they do follow you on multiple accounts.
What?
There's the proof there. So if you think they won't, they will.
Yeah, they will. It's very invasive. And even back...
Oh, and there's Scott! There's
again.
Scott fucking just basically... I love that. Fucking my memory sucks. I could not do this well. And Scott... And then there's Sky saying, I have amazing memory. Even though literally a couple screenshots ago they said they had a poor memory. Now they're like, I have amazing memory. I could probably do it. Scott does just like...
Super fucking
lucky. Right. And they're also using shit I don't have. Follow age, watch time, and I'm like, yes, follow age. You know what you are? Not the age of following.
Sorry, that was the funniest thing to clap back with to me during this whole seriousness.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can't follow the age right now. You're not what we need in here.
I'm just saying.
You're not following the rules.
I'm fucking playing Gartic Phone with Arens, my baby. My froggy VTuber, and they're all up in here saying I was pulling up Twitch on my laptop again, and as this happened, it crashed and blah blah. Oh, it's probably a good thing I missed it. Yeah, I am glad that they missed it, and that was 24 times that they missed it because it kept
We don't want you
crashing.
here.
But I'm glad because this was a age unappropriate stream where there was dicks and a bunch of other shit drawn. So I'm glad that it crashed because they definitely aren't allowed to be in here. We were drawing some shit. We were drawing. Look at my face. That whatever we drew in this stream is what caused that face. Whatever I drew is what caused this face. So, okay, you know, you should not be in here. And then they were doing it again.
This is definitely not appropriate for minors type of shit.
And then look, there's another one. Skyrim Statbot was another account they made. And it says that's my 6th. Which it wasn't. It was their 10th at this point. I made this account as I was doing the same where I read Skyrim stats once a month because I said I would do something like that on my podcast. And I was like, this piece of shit needs to go away. And then they started like trying to add and greet people again.
Well. Mm-hmm. So they're talking about their own podcast. Well, we already said a few months prior during this point, I believe, that we had a podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they got a podcast after we got a podcast.
It got super fucking weird, yeah.
And then they're just like, oh, stupid. Oh, here we go. They're back, and here's Lord Rexworth. And then they remembered, oh, Dead by Daylight. And then that's when they got the idea, oh yeah, my very first affiliate video should be like what Minky's was, which was Dead by Daylight. And I was like, ugh. And then, like, they're talking about shit I'm going through and whatever. And they're like, oh, it says, does your state not have beaches? They were trying to find out what state I was in. Right there. Your state not have beaches? So I was like, nope. I was like, I'm not telling you dick. Not telling you any more fucking shit. I don't need you to know where I fucking live or have. Mind your damn business. Fucking jeez. And then they kept spamming the damn chat. And then blah, blah, blah. And then they were ignoring it. And then they were talking about Jest or something about whatever, need to be locked outside. And I was like, don't talk about my spouse that way, please.
Yeah, don't talk about my little brother-in-law.
And then they were talking about wanting to put a collar on Ringo and put him in a maid outfit because he has redeems like that. But he was really adamant about doing it in a unsavory way, is how I'll put it.
In a very creepy way. To the point that, like,
it's just uncomfortable.
It's not okay. Yeah, it's super weird. Super awkward.
Yeah, there's too many alt accounts, guys. And it's just not safe or okay, and it's frustrating, it's gross, and you can't properly ban them or time them out or whatever, so, unless you have them all. So I'm showing you them all. And here it is again. I'm gonna change accounts, BRB, and they said not even 10 seconds. That's how many accounts they have, guys, that they don't even have to wait 10 seconds before they're back in my chat. This is not okay. It is a threat. And then, and then here are all my mutuals, like Scott, this is fucking stupid. Get the fuck out of here.
There's the homies. Me in the corner. And them
trying to say, they were saying, my mutuals were saying they can use the redeems to do this and this. It was something cute and funny. And then they go, I have 2K. I can do it so you don't have to. And they were like, trying to act like they were
How
one
about
of
you not?
us. And I was like, these are actually my
Yeah.
people I hang out with and actually are my friends. I was like, why are you chiming in? We weren't even talking to you. And it was very uncomfortable. And then now we're back to a fucking new stream, another fucking Don't Starve Together stream, and he goes, I should probably go to sleep. I've been up 17 hours. Watching us, by the way. And then, whatever, and then I could look it up, blah, blah, and I was like, I don't need you to look it up and tell me if something's killable or not. I don't need it. That's backseating. Go away. And then here's a new stream, another one about Minecraft, and then it says, just make 2 boats then. And it's like, I wasn't asking. And then they were telling us, what is cross-platform again? And it's like, we know.
Just leave us alone.
And then they kept going, and they're here, and stuff, and it's unconscious, not dead. It's like, I didn't ask. And it says, he could kill you, though. It's like, I don't need it. And then they're asking how early. EST? 9 EST then? It's like, quit asking me what time I do things. It's like,
Yeah,
you
stop trying to guess
you
where
don't
we
need to
are.
know. I could probably show up for a bit, even though I should be at school. And that was another thing. They were about to miss school
You
again.
should- yeah.
I should
Yeah, they would
be
miss a lot of
at
stuff.
school. You little shit.
Yeah, so they were trying to, like, put their actual life on hold for this shit, and we're just sitting here like, don't do that. What are you doing? Like, a lot of people that did drop out of school regret doing that. I don't, but that's because
You did
finished it, and I
graduate. Yeah,
still
they
didn't
did.
want
They
to.
did homeschooling.
Yeah.
Not well, the last 2 years.
The
No, the
last
1
year.
year. Well, yeah, because you finished early. That's right. I forgot. I can't remember if you were late or if you finished early. You finished early. They were the last year. Their senior year. They went to online school. Anyway, back to this
because
piece
of bullshit.
of
But, you know,
shit. It says, I accidentally fell asleep. You were closet and you're now. It's like, yeah, I was in the closet. I was like, yeah, I was talking about being in a closet. It was funny. I said jokes on everyone else. I'm I'm gender neutral and or non-binary. And I was like, and I am. What's the word? I forgot it already.
I don't know.
Pansexual.
But, you know.
I had to think about. And then they talk about being in the closet and whatever. And mind you, they don't identify as gay or any of that, and they don't identify as female or gender neutral, none of that. They identify as male in other streams that I didn't clip because I didn't think it was necessary, because clearly you can see it through all this stuff. I have to cut my head?
Yeah.
Hair. Okay, I was like, what? I paused so fast I said Rio, and then it says I had to cut my hair. Okay.
Ah.
And then they're
the
telling
dogs
me
are going
again
wild.
what will and won't attack me. It's like, I did not ask. I'm
No
not even
one gives a
I'm not even
fuck.
being attacked right here. I'm talking to a ghost.
You're just chilling in the dark, yeah.
And then here we go. Lycos is trying to talk again, and it's like, how it be? And then Hey Boss is doing their job, and they're like, hello. And then they beat Hate Boss in doing the greet. And then they try to get Lycos' attention. And of course, Lycos tried to ignore them. And then here it is. Hey Boss said, yo, how it be, to Lycos. But of course, Sky beat fucking Hey Boss and said hello. And then Sky answered Hey Boss and said, it be good. And then Lycos was like, fuck this, and put emotes because they're smart, and they're like, hi. And then they said, hi, Lycos. It's like, they're not talking to you. And then they said, oh, hello, exclamation point. And it's like, I'm gonna go for a bit. Boom. I'm back.
Yeah, it got fucking weird.
It wasn't even for a second. That was not for a bit. For a bit is like maybe 10 minutes to 15 minutes. This was less than a second. And I was like,
that was like
Christ.
2 minutes at the most, and we're just like, what?
And then boom.
So at this point, we just ignored them.
Yeah, and then we ignored them a long ass time ago, like clips, like screenshots ago. But like, and then here's Rio. There's Rio, everyone. Tiny Rio Gaming used to be Rio Akio VT. Crazy. What a memory. And there it is. Hello. They're greeting Akio for me, and I did not ask them to. And they go, monkey time, and yeah, all cute. And then they just ignore what Rio's trying to say to me. and go, I'm so glad school ends tomorrow so I can watch streams until 3 a.m. and they mean my streams.
Yeah, and it was kind of annoying because I just stopped greeting people because of this guy. Because I was like, you know what, he's gonna keep doing it anyways.
The TV,
Just
little
ignore it.
Rio, yeah you are. Oh, and little Rio in the TV.
Kidnap the Rio.
And then Hey Boss was talking about someone being a loud boy, and then, which is hilarious because this was the very first fucking idea we had of Hey Boss's model, and we're literally drawing this currently. And they're literally talking, and then here's when they started making everyone in chat, because Hey Boss was talking to someone else above where it's cut off. They literally tell everyone who is there in chat at this moment in time, apparently it says, I've been following you for almost 9, I don't think that's accurate, months. And it's true. They were following me and watching me for longer than 9 months at this time. It was almost a year. And they said, you had a dedicated stream like 2 days after my birthday to celebrate it. I know that. And it's like, yes, I did, to be nice, because I thought as like, since I didn't have anything and I didn't have a Twitter, all this other shit, and I didn't know how to do giveaways, I thought a nice giveaway would be doing a birthday stream and letting a fan or viewer or like chatter get to hang out and play a game that they enjoyed. And I chose Trove because they really liked Trove at the time, and that was the worst mistake of my fucking life, and I never did it ever again. Anyway, moving on. Oh, God. And then that's why in a year or two when I make my VTube models is when I start to get mad. I'm going to learn how to sound like a female for my second account. Nah, I'm going to naturally do it all. I have this joke where this for a year, for Halloween, I'm going to wear a maid's outfit as a joke. So they just dissed me and my friends and people who love wearing maid outfits or people who identify and wear it for reasons or as a character and stuff like that. And they don't mean like cosplay or as a character. Right here. This is a fucking joke to them. They think it's funny. They think it's funny doing this shit. And I have trans people and LGBT and gay and all this other stuff and me who's gender neutral. And this motherfucker is saying this is a goddamn joke and that they're going to do this because of how well I have been successful, because previous comments that are cut up of here is talking about how they also say how successful everything's happened since I also transitioned to being a YouTuber instead of the stream with just the game and the voice, and that they wanted to learn how to do it and start sounding like a female and faking it and whatever, and like doing it naturally, not using like a voice recorder and then altering the voice like a chipmunk. They want to do it naturally, but they want to learn how to do it and they want to use it, not to be a VTuber or a character or someone or identify as that, but because they think this is a goddamn joke, or because they think they can get popular and make lots of money doing it, or like fucking be popular. And I was upset. I was disgusted. And then I said, don't. And they said, and I fully plan of going along with that. I said, no, I don't support that. And then they said, to be fair, I know I'm lazy, but I also love to overwork myself. I was like, I don't give a fuck. And then they're talking about, wait, you work here, then you should know the ins and outs of this place, whatever, and like, sounds like it was funny. Something crap, and it's like, I don't want to talk to you anymore. I don't want to deal with this shit anymore. And then they start talking again.
Yeah, that's why I wasn't replying much in
And
this
here's
chat,
the
because I was
fucking
like,
proof
okay.
of their 13-year-old sister. My biggest problem when I stream with my sister is that she keeps saying my in real life name. I'm sorry. They don't need to have that problem, because you know why? Because you fucking already told the chat. No, they already told. Remember the screenshot I just did a while ago? They already showed chat and on my live stream that I save and post on YouTube what their real life name is.
Your real name, yeah.
You already doxed yourself, so why does it matter? Because if your sister says it. She also doesn't understand streaming. She's 13.
That's what I was meaning by that. She's 13. She's not going to understand that concept. It won't matter to her.
And then they remember right here. To be fair, it doesn't help that my fourth account is also my in real life name. I go, yeah, and guess what you did? You said it on live. You
did
idiot.
It twice now with both of them. Yeah, like, we were just talking at this point. I ignored chat at this point, and this has been like, I've just been focusing on just doing the stuff with Minky. I wouldn't care, and we were on Discord and sharing screens at this point because I did not
100%
want to read the chat. I was that adamant on ignoring it. Because I was like, okay, we don't need to care about this. And now they're also talking about, like, what their name would be on there. It's like, no one fucking cares.
No, that's not their name. Crunchy Munchy is my friend, the very first VTuber I
No,
ever
they're like in a
met.
different stream.
Oh, no, yeah, that's true. They did. They started talking about what they would have done. And then on top of that, they're talking about Crunchy right here and talk about their model and how it looked good. I was like, you leave Crunchy's fucking name out your damn mouth. You know, like type vibe. I was like, don't you dare touch Crunchy or get to them or talk to them or do shit from their channel. Don't you dare.
Or be fucking weird.
I had to message Crunchy because of that. And then they were like talk about shit and whatever and talking about fucking and then they're like talk about all this other shit and sit in a tower and whatever and then talk about Minecraft again, which I'm in an art stream. I'm not even talking about Minecraft. And then boom, I have to do some stuff before 10, so I'll be back. If you're still live once I'm back. And literally, me and Hey Boss said, we're going to quit the live stream just so they can't come back. For the day. We literally had to make that decision because of that. Mama Bear Minky. Mama Bear Minky. Nice bread hat. Yes. Hey Boss is the one who said I should make a bread hat and that they exist. And when I do art streams, there will always be a bread on my head. And then boom.
Yeah.
They're back. And then literally we didn't cut the stream in enough time, so they were back. Oh, hey, Mini Mac. So, Mini Mac, there's this person, overall recap, who makes 1 million accounts, and I got them banned and soft banned and timed out banned and everything, and reported them and everything, and made a list on Twitter so everyone can ban them too on their Twitch accounts and all this other shit. And I ignored them for a while, and I remember in past streams and these screenshots that I'm showing everyone that they said that because of my influence and all this other shit, that one day they would do shit, and they did. They made a VTuber account with one of the band names, and they literally are calling themselves a content and VTuber, and they're using shit I said about myself, descriptive details about myself in real life, and that is what their VTuber fucking looks like. And on top of that, they're obsessed with me, and they're not safe, and they actually have said all the information about themselves in real life and their real name, everything in my chat, to my streams, whatever, and they're underage and all this shit. And now they're a VTuber and they have over 100 fucking followers on Twitch somehow because they're using me as their fucking persona. They're faking a girl's voice even though they don't identify as trans and or anything with LGBT. They don't say they support or anything like that. And they are a man. Well, they're a boy. They're a little boy. They're underage. And I'm pissed. And they're using that to gain popularity, follows, and to abuse it, and also maybe get into the VTuber community. And if that happens, and if they play with my mutuals and they don't realize if I don't make this video today, I will be pissed if they find some way back into my circle and access to me. They also accessed my mutuals' own Discord servers that I would talk to them in to plan collabs, to also personally messaging Hey Boss and harassing them about me. I'm making this post for everyone's safety and also to get this person fucking banned or reported or fucking canceled. I don't care. I've had it. And I am showing everyone all the 91 screenshots, the videos, everything that I have in proof, and everything I've been dealing with for over a year and a half. So that's the recap.
And if you obviously want to watch all of it, then you can rewatch it
Yeah,
later.
because I'm going to keep it on here,
this.
and then I'm also going to go ahead and, like, export it to YouTube. Also, they have a shit ton of people on YouTube because they're using me, and they're using videos I've ever made and everything as their template to streaming what games and certain stuff and shit they should do. The only thing they can't do is draw, so they don't have any of my drawing streams. Joke's on you, fucking loser. Okay, and then boom. This is when we tried to time them out. Here's some proof that we tried to time them out or ban them. And then boom. They said, am I supposed to be timed out for 8 hours? Because they thought this was a goddamn joke. And I said, see. And they said, okay. And they said, can I ask what I did? And as this is happening, they're also personally messaging me, and I'm trying to tell them in Twitch whispers. So they also do know what they did. And then Hey Boss was doing a really good job, and whoop, deleted them and removed them and tried to ban them and also tried to time them out again and say, nope, you're done. And then they said, one of the rules of Minkies. And then they gave a whole paragraph that's cut off here, and then it'll keep scrolling. They gave the whole rules list, because that's how long our rules used to be. And they copy and pasted it, and then they said in order which ones they broke. In order. They didn't break one, they broke more than one. And then they kept going, and then, kept saying it, and then streams unless prompted to. And it says, I know this may seem like timeout invading, which it is. Now they're on a different account, logged in. This may be time invading, which it is. I just wanted to say, have a good night before I leave, blah, 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 and for whatever crap. And then they're like, keep going. I leave for the day. I apologize for whatever message you consider self-promotion. I didn't mean for it to sound like that, but have a good day. That was not the only reason why we time and banned them out, but that's the only thing they were willing to apologize for or acknowledge for. And that is the last screenshot that I decided to save because there was 91 screenshots and plus, and I said I'm not going to torture you all and make you look at all fucking 29 plus 100 whatever screenshots I would have found. I only made 91 because I was like, Jesus Christ. So
yeah, because there's multiple different
so
things.
many. There's too many. So he is banned on my stuff and Hey Boss's stuff, and I gave the list on Twitter publicly and said this and whatever and told all my mutuals and personally DM'd and apologized to each person, including finding the Discords they were in and getting them removed. However, here's the problem now. Let me blow this up for you. This motherfucker did the one thing I didn't think they would do. The one screenshot where they said they thought it was a damn joke to literally fake a girl's voice and become a popular girl VTuber and all this other shit and be insulting to not only trans, but LGBT community and all this other crap, and to use me as a template. This piece of shit actually motherfucking did it. They did it. They played Dead by Daylight, which is the first big collab I ever did after I became affiliate. They did Among Us when I tried to figure out how to do Among Us and it didn't work. Persona I don't have, thank God, so that's their own shit they tried to figure out. But that's the only stuff that they streamed because they saw that was the most popular things I had at the time. And in their About Me tab, that's all it says. What a piece of garbage. Also, let me find it. They are on YouTube, and they have 1.25k fucking following on YouTube using my goddamn real life what I look like except brown eyes because they have brown eyes and they said they weren't going to trade that out. And here's that piece of shit. Fucking VTuber debut, whatever crap. And then streaming whatever and using and there's the thing. That's what I would have looked